Welcome to my channel. Today's guest on Reseller Spotlight is Regina Michelle. Welcome, Regina.
Hi, Patty.
How are you
Thank you
today?
for having me. I am doing good. I can't complain. I'm off today from work, so that's always a good thing. Makes you feel a whole lot better when you don't have to go.
Yeah. Then you have the weekend yet too, wait.
Yes.
Yeah, nice long weekend. What I'm gonna do, Regina, I'm gonna just ask you some questions. But before we get started, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go to check out Regina's channel. Now I'm gonna tell you why. Now, Regina, I don't even know if you remember this. Maybe you heard me say it before, but this was, oh my God, I don't even know how long we were subscribed to each other, back in the hundreds, you
Yeah.
know? But I remember, I'll never forget this. I don't remember which video I don't remember which video it was on, but somebody made a comment. I think it was a man. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it was. And it was nothing really, really bad, but it was something that I didn't expect, you know? And right away, Regina made a comment after that, and it just made me feel good. It was comforting, it was encouraging, and so thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. And that's why I thought I was just like, who is this girl? Because we didn't know each other. We didn't know each other from anybody.
Right.
And she stepped in, she said something, and so just thank you for being nice.
You're welcome. Always glad to intercept for a friend because there's some mean people out there.
Yeah, and I didn't expect it. I don't even remember what was said, but I just know that it just made me feel like, oh my God, do I have to go through this kind of stuff? Because I was new at
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but anyway, this just shows the kind of person that you are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions, Regina. But before I do that, I highly, highly, highly recommend you checking out her channels or
Yeah.
checking out her channel. Her channel's Regina Michelle.
Hmm.
She does reselling on it. She does unboxing videos. She also does haul videos, but she also does vlogging on there, which is more like family fun, food kind of stuff. And it's so interesting. Her channel is so relaxing. Like in some of your channels, they're so relaxing. I just wish I could be like that, you know?
Thank you, Patty.
Yeah, but if you want to just relax, go watch one of her channels, and they're very relaxing. So the first thing I want to ask you, the first thing, Regina, is for those of you that may not know, her channel, she is in one of eBay's, I don't know, is it like a commercial?
Yes. The reseller spotlight.
Oh, is that what it is? The same thing. I
And
didn't
then
know that.
another one, eBay for business.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
can you tell me, how did they contact you, Regina? Like, how was that?
It was so funny. They sent me a message through Instagram, and I thought it was spam. And I was like, "Well, you're gonna have to prove that you're eBay." And I kept going back and forth with them for 3 months
You're really good for you.
because I
So
don't
how,
click on any links or anything. And so, Kat, the nurse flipper, um, she asked me about it. She was like, "Did eBay contact you?" And I was like, "Yes." I said, "Is that for real?" She was like, "Yes, it's for real. You better answer."
I didn't know she got contacted too. Did she get contacted?
Yeah, Kat
Oh,
got contacted. They found me through Nurse through her channel. So
oh, I didn't know that. I don't think I ever seen her in it, but I only watched it real quick, and I'm like, because I went back and I'm like, oh my God, that's Regina.
yeah, so I was
Yeah.
finally contacted me through my eBay. I was like, not through eBay, but through my email, and I asked them to put the eBay logo or something up when they send me the email so I can feel more comfortable, and they did, and we just went from there.
Yeah. So what happened? Just a little bit about the process.
Well, they came out to my home, which was very unexpected. Like they set it up because I didn't know they wanted to come to my house and interview
Oh,
me. And that was during COVID. So it was
Yeah.
it was a great experience because everything was done through the computer. So they had these professionals to come out with their professional filming gear, just like a movie production, like these
Well,
big light
yeah.
stuff and computers. So I was talking to the eBay people through the computer because they had these computers set up. And so that's
Oh,
how they interviewed me. And they sent lunch out to the home through
wow.
Hub, and my family got a chance to be in it. It was just an awesome experience. I'm very humbled by it.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people it's always good to collaborate with people because you never know who's going to see you or who you're going to inspire. So I was glad I went on Kat's channel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, so was there a bunch of them, like a bunch of camera people?
It was three of them. It was three men, and they had all of them had their roles. They were very professional. One was doing the filming, one was working on the computer, another one was taking pictures.
And were you like, that's my dog, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Figures if you get that thing when I'm doing this. But anyway, um, so how are you when like were they directing you like what to say? Like were you relaxed? I guess you were a little bit nervous, but you looked so relaxed.
They were very friendly because they kept making jokes, making me relax and stuff. And they had a set of questions, and they told me the questions ahead of time so I can be thinking of how I want to respond to them. And if something
Yeah.
didn't sound right, they will go back over it. So, and they did the editing.
So how long were they there then, Regina?
Oh my gosh. They were there they stayed with me for about 8 hours
Really? Yeah.
because we took a break, and then we went to the thrift stores, and they arranged for this thrift store, my favorite thrift store. They had already called them to get permission to be in the store filming. So they were in the car with me driving with these cameras. And then when I
Yeah.
walked outside from the thrift store, I had cameras following me all through the thrift store.
That's so neat though.
So I felt like a little celebrity or
I
something.
guess. Yeah.
So
Oh,
it was
that's
fun.
nice though.
It was.
But but like you do have a really relaxing kind of like for somebody that's just getting into reselling or something, it's working from home, you do a lot of talking and you talk like slow, like not slow, but you're
Yeah.
uh,
That
just
southern drawl.
yeah, and it's just so
Mhm.
relaxing and people can absorb what you say.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you, Patty.
yeah, you're welcome. But anyway, so let's see here. So what, if you don't mind me asking, Regina, what do you do? What do you do? You also you do reselling part-time.
Yes.
What kind of work do you do in your regular job?
So my regular job, I'm a social worker. I,
Oh, okay.
I've
That's
been a
nice.
social worker for over 20 years.
Really? Do you
Mhm.
like it?
Yes, I like working with people. And since I've been a little girl, I always had a heart for for the poor. And it bothers me if I see anybody hungry or in need. So I've always been that way since I was a little girl. Like if I would see like the children on TV, like in Africa that was hungry, I just cry. So
Oh,
I always knew that I wanted to be in the helping field. So
oh, that's
I
good.
went into social work.
Yeah. So now, before reselling, did you sell any other kind of stuff? Like, did you sell Avon, or was there any other kind of things that you sold before selling on eBay?
I tried Mary Kay, but I was
Oh,
not.
yeah,
I
you,
was
but,
always trying to do something on the side to make money. And
uh,
Mary Kay was one of those, but I was not good at that.
yeah, it could
Mhm.
have been some other, who knows, though, you know what I mean?
But I
Mary
did
Kay's a little,
Avon, but I never got into it. I had
yeah,
two attempts at Mary Kay, and it did not go good.
yeah. So what did you, so what platforms do you sell on?
Now I started off on Poshmark. Poshmark was my first love. And I started selling on Poshmark because it was during a point once I had my daughter, and Poshmark was like a big community and kind of like a social platform mostly. And I would take pictures. Let me step back. I found out about Poshmark through one of my friends. She was telling me that she was posting her clothing online and people were buying them. And I was like, well, I got clothing too. So I started posting my clothing online and they started selling. So I was like, wow, I can make a living off of this or make some money on the side. So then I had already been going to the thrift store buying clothes. So that just made me want to go to the thrift store and buy more stuff. So I
Right, right.
take my pictures and put them online and people were selling them. I was making part time. I was making like 150 a week, and that's good part time
Yeah,
for me because I was
yeah,
working 12 hours a day and stuff. So, but it was fun. And then I found out about eBay, and I put up some pictures on eBay, and I saw how eBay was because you don't have to post a lot. You just post it and leave it, and it sells. And when
yeah,
I found out about eBay, I fell in love with eBay, and I kind of put Poshmark down a little bit, but I've started back now, and I've been making sales on both platforms. So I'm happy
yeah.
with that.
Poshmark's quick to I think Poshmark's quicker to post on,
It is right
but I
through.
like eBay but way better.
I love eBay.
Yeah,
I just like
yeah,
because it's international. You can sell all over the world. It,
yeah.
mhm.
So
So
do you remember the first item that you sold on any platform?
I can't remember. I
You
know it was
don't?
on Poshmark, a clothing item, but I can't remember. And I
Yeah,
used to sell on Macari too, but I
you
haven't.
sell on Macari. Do you like Macari?
I like Macari, but it's if you're a clothing seller, it's real slow and
Yeah.
it's random. You just never know when you're gonna get a sale.
Yeah, I have some jewelry on there. I have a couple little clothes. I'm not a big clothing seller, but
Hmm.
yeah, at one time Macari was real fast. I guess
Hmm.
maybe it was the stuff I was selling though. I was getting
Yeah,
sales like constantly, but now it's like so slow. But I'm not posting it on all the time either,
right. Were
you
you
know?
posting a lot of your plush on Macari?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, on eBay. But yeah,
Yeah. I don't think Macari has is a place for like the clothing, so I kind of pulled back from it.
yeah. So you like eBay better. What
eBay
was
is
your
my
most
favorite.
profitable? Do you remember your most profitable item that you sold?
I would have to say it was those. Like I saw some plates for over 150,
Oh, I seen that, I think.
but I think it was that durable medical supplies. It was like some paddings, those hemorrhoid pads, and I had like 3 or 4 sets that sold for like some sold for 100, some sold for 75. So in all, I probably made about $400 on those.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Was that like a medical pad? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like some kind of bandages or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive though, I think. I remember that. I remember that video. You had a couple of them.
I was so
Wow.
excited about it because I found those for 20 cents. 20 cents.
20 cents for the whole box
Not for the whole box, but
for
like,
each of them, but still.
yeah,
Now,
20
did
cents.
you look them up in the thrift store?
I did.
You
I'm
did.
so glad I looked up comps because in the beginning when I was selling, I would not look up comps and I'd be stuck with a lot of junk.
Yeah, I need to start looking up. I've been sell like a long time. A lot of times I don't look up and I should look up more than what I do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I should. I do look stuff up, but I just feel like I just like to get in and get out and get to the next, you know what I'm saying? But I should
Yeah.
stop and look up stuff.
But some things you notice, you look at it,
Yeah,
this
you just
is
know
fair.
from experience. Now, do you live around a lot of thrift stores?
I'm 20 miles out from the thrift stores,
Ah, yeah,
which
that's
ain't
pretty.
too bad because I drive to work. It take me an hour to get to work. So
Does it? Yeah. I know
mhm.
when we go out, we go like all over. We hit up a bunch of them, like all over the place. But yeah, I thought it might be a little bit closer for you.
The closest one probably is Love Lady, and it's probably about 18 miles, close to 20.
Now, do you have mom and pop stores in between there or no?
Not no, not
Not
really.
really.
Mm-mm.
No.
I haven't found any good mom and pops stores yet.
Yeah.
hmm
So you also do your booth. How did you get it? What made you decide to get into that? What made you decide to do that?
It was from a friend. My friend has 3 booths, and
Oh,
he doesn't work anywhere, and he sells everything out of his booth. And I told my husband one day, me and my husband, we was off from work, and I was like, let's go see Reddy. Let's see what he doing at the antique booth. And he took me there because I never been.
right.
And when I walked in and saw all the booths and how people were decorating and had their own little style and their own niche, you know how you feel something inside of you like, oh, I think I
Yeah.
can do this. This feels real good. And I like the atmosphere in the place. And he
Yeah.
was so good with his booth. I asked him, I was like, how much you think it'll cost to have a booth a month? And he was telling me, it's based on the size of the booth and
Mhm.
the amenities you have in the booth, because some of them have electricity, some don't. So just
Yeah.
happened. Since he knew that I wanted one, he was like, well, I'm getting rid of mine. I probably can just let you have mine. Because initially he told me, he was like, well, there is a wait list. It's like a year.
Oh,
I want you
wow.
to go ahead and get on the wait list. And then like a week later, he called. He was like, I'm getting rid of my booths, and I'm gonna see if they'll let me just go ahead and sublease my booth to you. And because
Yeah.
he knew the people that owned it, so and they agreed. So now I have it in my own name and stuff. And that's how I got started. It was just really random.
Yeah. No. So how often do you? Because I'd be like wanting to decorate it too, like just you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Uh, so how often do you go there then?
Now initially when I got it, I was going there once a week.
Hmm.
But now with time and stuff, I just try to pack everything in that little booth as I can. And I
Yeah.
go there once a month now and just change out stuff and adjust prices. It just depends on my time, but once a month I'm going now. I would like
So,
to go once a week.
yeah. So now so you don't have to be there then, Regina, like to sell your items.
No,
Oh, that's interesting.
and I love that because you just put
Yeah.
your name and your booth number on the tags. And so when the people buy an item from your booth, they just go up and they have everything in the system and they take out the fees and stuff like that. And
It's
you
all
make
done. So you
money
just so how do you get paid then? Do you get paid weekly or monthly or
monthly. It's month.
monthly?
Mhm.
Yeah. Um,
Excuse me, Patty.
that's okay.
My voice is going out.
I know. That's how mine was before I got on. So how long have you had the booth then?
It's been 2 years now.
It has it. That went fast.
It
So
did.
now, if you were to, if somebody wanted to get into what kind of tips would you give somebody that were thinking about getting their own booth? Like, what did you learn anything like what to do, what not to do, or anything like
Yeah.
that?
With the booth, I learned that what people like. I see a lot of people like home decor and art.
Mm.
And so that's what I try to focus on. A lot of you can sell a lot of frames like those wooden frames and stuff.
Mhm.
People like those because they like to do a lot of DIY. Anything you see that's DIY things.
Really?
hmm I've
Yeah.
sold I've sold cups, mugs,
Yeah.
And
Now, do you do better at the booth then, or do you think you do better on eBay?
I do better on eBay.
Yeah,
I
right. That's
always,
what I figured
I,
because you have more of an audience. I mean, it's
yeah,
millions of people, billions.
yeah. But
So,
what I do, Patty, is with the antique booth, I place my items on Facebook Market. So,
that's
so
nice.
that's a real game changer, that Facebook Market. And I just put where the item is, where they can go and get it.
That's a good idea. I never use, so you don't do it from your home, no kind of pickups from your home or anything.
No, I'm too scared. I'm
Yeah,
scared to meet people.
yeah, you can't trust.
I met
Yeah,
somebody one time on Facebook Market, and that was something that I purchased. I purchased a mannequin, and it was from a woman. And I kind of knew she was a female. So
yeah. You know, you know how I got my mannequin. Now this is a long time ago, but I'm thinking how because I was selling the vintage lingerie at the time,
yeah,
and that's how I got. Well, yeah. But anyway, I was selling vintage. I still sell it when I get it, but I don't. Coco, go sit down. Sorry, but I
that's
don't. Anyway, I don't have it set up right now. But I was thinking, how am I going to get a mannequin? I need a mannequin, you know. Here I called up, there was a bridal shop that was like downtown. I called up the bridal shop and I said, I told her what I did. I said, you know, I'm thinking about doing this. And she was so nice. She took me down, she took me upstairs and she said, you could pick out any one of you want in here, you know? And she said, do you want any other ones? And it's an old vintage one. Now the head's all beat up and the eyelashes. So I don't, you know what I mean, use it anymore, but it's like one of those old wooden ones, but it's nice. It's nice, you know, jointed and everything, but I got it for free. I
that
called up the
was so
bridal
nice
shop.
of her.
Huh?
I said that was so nice of her.
Yeah. And she said, if you want any more, she was so nice. Because I didn't expect that. But
Hmm.
I called her up and I thought, you know what have I got to lose, you know?
It
And
was
I said,
just
was there
meant for
any?
you to, yeah, that was meant for you to have it.
Yeah. So you're only at the booth then one day, then like changing
Yeah,
for
change.
now.
I learned that you do have to like if something sits in the booth for too long, then I want to change the price on it, reduce it, and then go from there. You can run sales on items, and also like if somebody is paying with cash, they don't
Yeah.
have to, pay taxes on it. So sometimes I put an item listed for cash, a cash price, and a debit price, credit card.
Yeah. So how do you like, you do a lot of, well, not, well, I get you to have done a lot of unboxing videos. Like I think one of them I seen was bulk years ago.
Hmm.
And then you
Yeah,
did the Timu. How do you like doing them unboxing ones?
I love doing the unboxing. I think it
Yeah.
makes my personality come out more than just sitting up
Yeah.
and talking about what sold. It sold for $9. But I like the haul videos more. So I'm probably gonna find
Yeah.
some more haul videos to do. But
Yeah.
you on YouTube, people, they connect with you based off your personality and stuff. So
True. So now
mhm.
you're how's your organization? Like, are you really, really organized or do you have like a system set up?
I'm supposed to have a system set up, but my
I,
organization is horrible.
I'm
I
right with you.
just what happens is I start good, and then as I'm going through, you know how it is, Patty. You get distracted and you just throw some. You come home from work tired. You be like, I'm not fixing to put this where it belongs, and you just throwing stuff, and then it get right back chaotic.
You should, you should see my room. I know. My husband's very, very organized. I'm
Yeah,
not at all. Now I know where the things are at, but
yeah.
he fixed it. He really, and I have he really organized it really good in that room twice. And he said, I'm never doing it again.
Ooh,
So then, because, he did it for me but I get overwhelmed sometimes and I'm in there looking for something and I have to tear all the boxes out and
yeah.
you get tired and whatever time it is. Cause I'm like, I want my stuff shipped. I want it done the next day. And I can't imagine cause you have a full-time job too. So that probably
Yes.
is like even 100.
Oh my God. And I know what you mean. Like when you say you be having everything out of those bins and stuff, it be looking a mess.
I know. And it's,
Find the item. Because what I do is I try to have everything categorized. So one bins baby N, O, P, Q, and
yeah.
America one. I make up all kind of crazy names.
Well, the other day, I sold a necklace. It was a gold colored necklace. And I finally got around to organize, not, well, they're organized, but I got a bunch of those 3 drawers, a couple
Hmm.
of them. I got quite a few of them. And I thought I'm going to do A, B, C, and then I'll do the gold and silver, just so I had my earrings and hat boxes and stuff like this, like the silver ones and then the gold ones and the ones with tags, all separated like this and that. The other day, I sold a gold necklace. Went through where I don't even know what I was thinking that day. I'm in there looking in this bin, and then I end up looking through all the other ones, and I'm thinking, I know I have this thing completely. At the end of the night, I didn't even look in where it should be in the gold. Like I didn't even
Oh
do.
my
Like I
God.
have gold. I have 2 things of gold necklaces, and then they go down like beaded and all this, and I didn't even look in there till like the very last thing. But
That's happened to me too.
yeah,
And
and
then
it gets so
sometimes it'll be right in your face. Just right looking right at you.
yeah. I know one time it was right on my table, what right in front of me and I'm like, oh my God, and the time that you spend. So how often do you source then, Regina?
Lately, I have been so blessed. I post those Facebook reels, and a lot of people see me going to the thrift store, and they will reach. I had one of my classmates reached out to me, and she was like, "Girl, you still selling those clothes and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, I have 4 bags of clothes. If you want to come get them, you can do it. We can meet up somewhere." And so my family give me clothes, and I went and picked up those bags of clothes from her. She had so many shoes still in the box,
Wow.
clothes with tags on them, just a whole lot of stuff. And
It pays to let people know. I know
mhm,
the one store we went to it's a thrift store, but it's not like a Goodwill or that kind of a thing.
yeah,
But I know we went out there and I don't even know how I got to talk, but I said, "Oh, I sell on eBay." No, this was a while ago.
hmm,
Like to the lady the lady that's there all the time. And because she always wonders, well, I buy all this big basket full of puzzles, just stuff that I
right.
like. She's like, "Oh, do you have kids or a lot of kids or not?" And I'm like, "I resell." And here
Mm,
she, one time we went out there, and this was after the fact, but twice she had the whole back stuffed ready to go into the one of those bins, and she's like, "I didn't know your number," she said, "but I thought about you and I was waiting for you to see when you were coming back." And we took a bunch of stuff out of there. Yeah.
that's
It
nice.
pays to let people know.
Yes. Now I need to. Now, if I can get a good hookup at one of these thrift stores, that'll be amazing. Like if somebody,
Yeah.
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 A coworker gave me 4 pair of Van tennis shoes that's not even been worn. So
My sister, she gave me some clothes yesterday. There was like Sperry's in there, a pair of shoes. No, I
oh,
gave them to my son's girlfriend, but I was going to listen, but I thought, I'll give them to her first before
yeah.
but she gave me my sister, like she gave me some athletic clothes and she's always giving me stuff before I go to the Goodwill. Do you want this junk? I'm like, I'll
Right.
take it,
And
because
Patty, I don't found the bands. The bands, we have a bands here in Alabama. So
oh, do
I
you? Yeah.
go there like once a month or twice a month.
Yeah,
And
we have one it's pretty far from here, but we go down to it. It's like maybe not an hour away, and I don't even consider that far because we're
yeah.
out for hours when I go anyway. But
Hmm.
how do you like the bins?
I love it. You pay about a
Yeah,
pound, 2.99 a pound. I think
yeah.
1.99 or 2.99, but I get so much of stuff. I
Do you
find
really? Yeah, I
because
get a lot. I Go ahead.
a lot of people be looking for the designer items at the bins, and I don't everything don't have to be designer. I know what women want to wear, so if I I see my items, I see stuff new with tags, I pick it up. So
Yeah, if you see something nice, I just go by like something that's different, something nice, and
right,
because you never know what people are going to buy.
you
You
don't.
just don't, you
Hmm.
know? I know when I go down there, like I feel I go in there and I love going to them, but I feel overwhelmed with the clothes. I sell clothes, but not a whole lot.
Yeah,
And I'll go through them, looking for decent brands and stuff like this or whatever, but I'm not really good up on the brands. But I feel overwhelmed. There's a lot of people at them and I just feel it's overwhelming, but I love it,
yeah, I
you
love it
know.
too. I like to see how the people react to when the new band's coming out and they go
Yeah.
run to it, and I just
Yeah.
sit there and watch them, and
Yeah.
I often record them.
Yeah. So now Regina also, I don't even know if I said this, Regina also does a Hump Day hangout with Derek from Fundamental Side Hustling. So now tell me how that came about.
Well, Derek and I, we met online. We used to be in a chat. Trying to think, it
Was
was
that with Marcus?
Marcus Sumo.
Marcus and that girl.
Uh-huh.
I think
Sumo
he
and
told me that
Lorena.
stuff.
I
Was
forgot
it a night?
the name of it, but it was Sumo and Lorena. They used to have a
Yeah,
mhm.
that's his real name. Yeah, Sumo and Lorena. Yeah.
And they had a live, I think it was every Friday night. But
Yeah.
Derek and I used to be the chat in the chat together. So you know how everybody in the chat talk to each other. So we used
Yeah.
to talking, and we got familiar with each other and was following each other videos and things. And so Derek hit me up randomly. He was like, "Hey, I'm starting a live. You want to be a part of it?" And I was like, "Sure." I thought he was playing, and
Yeah.
then if he wasn't playing, I thought it was something he was gonna do, like maybe out far or some maybe, and he didn't. He hit me up like the next week. Are you ready? Let's try. Let's try for Friday. And I think no, I think it was it Friday we did the first live? I can't remember, but he hit me up. He was like, "You ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was so nervous, Patty. I was like, "This guy
Yeah.
is for real." And I had no equipment for real. Cause like
Yeah.
now I have my little webcam and stuff. I was just going through my little computer camera, and my Wi-Fi was horrible.
Yeah.
I was looking robotic and stuff, and Ben, you know how you are when you live in front of people, you be so nervous.
Yeah, and you have to be like, especially, I know that happened with me and Butterfly Hustle the one time because we were going to do like lives together, and then we have like a 3 hour difference. But anyway, nothing ever came of it. But I know I'm like, oh my, it froze up, and I'm like, you know,
Yeah,
so you
but
have to, yeah, get that fixed.
so I went out and upgraded my Wi-Fi, and
Yeah, so did I.
gave me a webcam to use, and got my microphone, and
So what kind of microphone
still
do
be
you got?
nervous sometimes. Hmm.
What kind of microphone do you got then?
It's a little microphone from Amazon. It's
Yeah.
really cheap for like 20 some dollars.
But is it a stand-up microphone?
It just, yeah, it stands up, and then I have this little extender thing that I use. Let me see if I have it. That I got this from Amazon too. It's like a little extender thing, and you
Oh,
can
okay.
raise the legs at the bottom, and it sits up like this, and I just put my microphone on top, and it stands up.
Oh.
So that's all I use. But Derek, he got the nicer one that sits up and come towards his mouth. So
Yeah. You just have a good like a good rapper there. Like I could tell when your head goes down, I know you're laughing at something or
yeah,
something you want to say.
but Derek, he's a pro. I feel like that's one of his gifts.
Oh yeah.
He really
Yeah.
understands the chat and coming up with the topics, and he's just a natural with it. And I just follow his lead.
Yeah. How
Kind
long
of,
have you used how so it's every other weekend then? Like you
yeah,
just
we
take
rotate.
turns.
Yeah, one is on his channel one Wednesday, and then the next Wednesday it'll be on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
So now
it's
you also do
I love the Hump Day Hangout community because the people they are so encouraging and stuff. Even like when we first started, we have people that's been with us when we first did the live.
yeah.
Even when the um live would freeze, they would still just be so encouraging or say a little joke or something to help you get through.
And stay there. Yeah, that's nice. I know
Mm.
I think he was wrong last night. Oh, I usually get my, sometimes I'll get them during the day, but a lot of times I notice I'll get mine like after work hours here. Like sometimes I'll come in like after people are off work, like after 4 or 5. And I ended up getting 2 sales, I think it was last night, but it was
Mhm.
late later. And I'm like, oh, it was, I know, because your show was on and I'm like, I was rooting around and I'm thinking, here we go. So I just say what I'm here, but I had to go root around.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
big.
you just, so you do you do vlogging too on your channel.
Hmm.
Yeah. So did you have how long were you on YouTube, Regina?
Now, when I first came on YouTube, I came on as a musician,
Yeah,
and
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Derek told me that.
So I came on. I did a lot of covers of
Yeah.
songs, singing and playing the piano. But you know how YouTube is about copyrighted music and things. So
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I know that, but I didn't know that you had the music channel. And he said something about the copyrights. I'm like, oh my God.
I used to get some good views. Like one of my views on Purple Rain, I think I got like 19,000
Did
views.
you really?
Yeah, they
Oh,
used to
so
love
what?
that.
You can't sing your own version of it?
I think you can. I'm not sure. I just
Or
stopped even trying to look. But I think like most of the gospel songs I can do. But
yeah.
I may like do another channel with just music, doing like the gospel portion or something, because I just don't want to take any risks because I had got so many strikes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not worth risking it.
Mm-mm.
You have a beautiful voice.
Yeah, thank
Beautiful. I
you.
had whatchamacallit did the other day at the beginning. I didn't, she did it right at the beginning. Like, I forget. Oh, hello. Victoria, she has a
Hmm.
live show in the morning. I don't know if you know her, but she sang something. Here Comes the Sun or something, just a little bit. She has a nice voice too.
Victoria does. Oh,
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
look at that.
So now you have, what was I going to say? So you do your vlogging.
Mhm.
And do you think your daughter's going to get into any of it? Like, does your daughter do you think she's going to resell? Or or you don't know?
I'm not sure yet, but she sees a lot what I do, and when she have something like that she's no longer using, she was like, "Mom, you can have this." Or if she gets something that's really of value, she'll look at me and say, "Don't you resell these?" But
My sister said that to me. I don't know it's a long time ago, some sweater or something she gave me. She goes, now don't resell it.
but she might get into it. She knows that there's a way you can make money, but we've
Yeah.
been trying to encourage her because she liked to do the paintings, the abstract paintings, and one of
Yeah.
the pictures sold in my friend's antique booth. So I try to get her to do that more so she can make money. But
So
she's
now
like,
does your husband resell, or does he have any parts of it, or
no, he just let me use some of his high cost equipment that he has. Because he
oh,
does videos on the side. He's very gifted in that. I wish he could
oh,
edit my videos, but he don't have time. But he'll let me use his lights and stuff.
oh, does he? Yeah. Well, that's good.
Hmm.
Yeah, my husband doesn't either. He'll go thrifting, but he has no interest in it, like really.
But he'll let me know if he sees something or pick something up if he
Right.
wants
Yeah.
to sell. Hmm.
So what's your routine, Regina? Like, what's your routine since you have a full-time job? Like, what is your routine with your
When
resale, like with everything?
I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I try to get well, first I have to do my meditation because, as mothers, you never have a peaceful moment.
Yeah.
So I get up at 4:30 just so I can hear silence and just meditate and read and just have my time to myself. And then I start getting my things that I want to list. I may be steaming something or just taking a lot of photos and getting the measurements for them. And then on my break while I'm at work, I list items throughout the day on my little breaks that I have. And so that's how I do it. And then with the going to the Goodwill bins, just take my time off from work and go so I can be there. And
Yeah.
then
Do you ever
sometimes I go
go?
there once on Saturdays, but Saturdays it'd be too many people in there. My nerves be bad.
I know. Or they stand in the aisle. It's like just,
Hmm.
yeah. I like going during the week too.
Yeah, so I just take off. I got a lot of time at work because I've been on my job for like 16 years.
Have you? Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. Do you ever think you're going to go full time with reselling?
Yeah,
If you can get to that point, like where you want to be.
I have a couple of years and I'll be retired. And then that's what I plan
Yeah.
to do full time. And I feel like if I do reselling full time, I'm definitely gonna make more than my little salary that I work full time for
Right. Right.
at the secular job. But I I see some good things in the future with reselling because I have so many ideas and things that I can do. I see a lot of gaps that people are not seeing, and
Yeah.
I'm just really excited about it.
You're ready to tap into it.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know.
Like
So
I see what you don't see. I'm fixing to do this.
also you do a lot of shorts, don't you?
I do a lot of shorts on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
Do you really?
And I got
Yeah.
one video on Facebook that got over 2 million views.
Do
And
you?
yeah, and
Oh,
Facebook pays, they were doing the bonus program, but they stopped the bonus program. So now you just get paid by ads. So thank God I had ads on that 2 million
I
viewer.
didn't know that.
So yeah,
Um,
that's what I try to tell all of my friends to start listing those shorts on Facebook.
well,
Uh,
what do they say that again? So on Facebook, if you make short ads, what happens?
They put ads on your
Oh,
video.
I know that. Yeah, okay. And
And
then
so
how many views do you need to get paid?
to get, I think you have to have 1,000 followers. And right now, I don't think it's based off you have to have so many views. Like if you keep getting over 1,000 views on something. But right
Right.
now, they're putting ads on a lot of people videos. It's not even based off how many views you get, just long as you have those 1,000 followers. It's kind of
Yeah.
like random because that's how they did me.
Yeah.
They just randomly sent me a message asking me, do I want the professional dashboard? And like I would tell people to go ahead and set your Facebook up with the professional dashboard or get the business page and
Yeah.
go
Now,
ahead.
did you have to pay extra for that?
Mm-mm. And that's just like some nice little passive income.
Right. Right. I
Hmm.
stay off. I mean, I go on Facebook, but I stay off. Just like with Instagram, I'm not on there a whole lot because it just distracts me. Not
Yeah.
distracts me, but I know it's a marketing thing. You need to be constantly, to get. I know that. I just meet my personality at all, I guess.
Yeah. And you don't have to post your face on there. You could just put up what you're selling or what sold, or
Yeah,
something inspirational.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And people, and if it relates to people, they'll watch it.
Right, right.
But
Well,
my
Regina, it was so nice talking to you. Do you have anything else? There's so many questions, like so many things like that I know, but I don't want to take up your whole day because I know that you're off. Do you have any plans for today?
I am going to meet my bestie today, and we're just gonna hang out, get something to eat, some drinks, and just laugh and talk.
I know laughing is the best, you know.
It is just stimulating conversation, and somebody being around somebody who gets you and loves you is just the best thing for me.
Right. Yeah. What kind of food are you just gonna eat?
We're gonna go to a seafood place. It's called Papados.
Oh, you're in South Carolina, right?
I'm in Alabama.
Alabama, that's right. Yeah. Oh,
So I plan to enjoy her and soak up some of this sun.
I
And
know.
my daughter, she is with her grandparents. So that's, I don't have to worry about her today. So it's just mommy time today.
Oh, well, Regina, thank you so much for being here. And I highly recommend, again, please go down, subscribe to her channel. You'll truly, truly enjoy it.
Yes, subscribe.
Yeah. You have a nice day.
You too,
Thank you
Patty.
so
Have a
much,
good day,
Regina.
everybody.
I'll
You're
talk to
welcome.
you later. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.